Hello, I'm Kay McGrath at Esperance, Hope Island. Katrina Miranda is the interior designer for the project, and she's drawn her inspiration from these beautiful natural surroundings. Let's hear more. Katrina, you've added the finishing touches, the icing on the cake, as it were. How would you describe the interior layout of the apartments?
The way the apartments have been laid out is really spacious and oriented to really celebrating the external views. So all around the development there's some really amazing, beautiful either waterfront views or views out to nature. So the way the apartments are designed is essentially you walk through your front door and you should be immediately facing your balcony space with your view. Everything has been designed as open plan, so the kitchens and the living areas are all connected. The bedrooms have been separated as best as possible to try to give them as much personal privacy, and the finishes and the materials are all light to kind of complement that open airfield kind of open space layout.
Was there anything in particular that inspired that type of layout?
Definitely the site. Hope Island has a very unique natural landscape to it, especially with the adjacency to the water. I think there is definitely a lifestyle that we were trying to really integrate into the interiors. We were fortunate enough that the branding and the marketing package was also being developed alongside the design. So everything in terms of the colours, the branding, the personality of the site holistically was all rolled into the interiors and the architecture.
How would you describe that personality of the site?
I would say it is definitely Queensland, more specifically definitely the Gold Coast area. Really picking up on the fact that you've got this very relaxed lifestyle. There is leisure aspect to it in terms of this precinct, and definitely a lightness to it. So we're very fortunate and blessed to have some amazing outdoor space and lots of sunshine. So I think that kind of airiness, that light-filled kind of approach has wrapped into all of the interiors and the design.
And what opportunity is there for individual owners to customise their apartments?
In terms of the different types of apartments, firstly in the space planning, there's a different variety of them. So immediately from a kind of your apartment type that you choose, there's already an assortment. The other aspects to it is there's a light and dark palette that have been developed. So again, you know, your lighter kind of kitchen, your creams and your whites might not be your taste, so you could go for something a little bit moodier and darker. And in terms of the common areas that have been designed on the ground plane, they've actually been developed up so the different residents and the visitors and the people coming to the space can actually change up those areas to suit what types of activities they're doing that day.
Esperance is a new and exciting development. What are some of the unique elements that you'll find in the apartments and in those communal spaces that you mentioned?
I think something that's quite unique in this development is there's a real sense of community in the design. There's a really big focus, particularly on the ground floor and the floors above and below, to put in spaces where people can leave their front door, they can be amongst other residents or visitors and still feel like that space is an extension of their home. You do have your home, which is, you know, your apartment, but then the moment you leave, there's something a little bit more personal about going into your spa space or your larger lounge space, which is adjoining the bar area, or the dining area, which has like your kitchen and cafe area. There is also a really amazing leisure space below, which is, you know, sometimes doesn't quite make it into some of these projects, but there's been a lot of attention to the gym, the pool, and the wellness kind of centre.
So just in concluding, it's about creating that sort of whole community space with a focus on connection, a sense of privacy if and when required.
Yeah, absolutely. With the design, we look at finding a wide variety of spaces. So that would be your public spaces to your semi-public to your private with so many different residents in the area, like visitors and users of the space, it's the idea that there's a place for everyone.
And it all feels like home.
Exactly.
Well, I've enjoyed getting to know the team behind Esperance Hope Island, and if you'd like to know more about creating your own retirement story, get in touch.